Hey there everyone, welcome to another video of Fox Android. So in this video we're gonna learn how to implement a search view inside a cycler view using Java as the backend language, right? I already have a video using Kotlin as the backend language. If you want, you can check out that video as well. I'll put the link in the description. So let me just give you a brief demonstration of what we're gonna get by the end of this video. So if you can see on my mobile screen in the toolbar on the top right corner, I have this search icon. If I just tap on it and if I type anything, right? So according to the text that are written inside a search view, the particular item that matches with that, the heading of the news, right, that is filtered out. So if I just delete this, for example, in these three news headings we have FOR, right? You can see here. So if I just erase something else, so all these news contains F. So if I erase everything and close this, the full recycler view has been recovered. So this is what we'll be getting by the end of this video. If you want to implement the same feature to your Android application, make sure you watch this video till the end. So without much ado, let's get started. So guys, if you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and press the bell notification icon for receiving the notification of the upcoming videos. And by the end of the video, if you like the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button as well. So let's start with the development. So the very first thing we are going to do is we are going to add a search view in the front end part. So for that we need to create a new directory. So right click on this resource folder, new Android source directory, and in the resource type just select menu, click OK. So you can see a new directory has been created. So right click on this directory, new menu resource file, right? We'll just name it as menu item. So okay, we have got the menu item, right? Now inside this we need to add an item. So let us just give it an ID of search action. So you can see a new item has been added, but we want the search icon here. So for that, just go to this table, right click, new vector asset, and here you need to search for the search icon. I already have it here. So just click next, finish. A search icon has been added. Now we'll use this icon, right? So okay guys, the search icon has been added, right? Here you can see that. So that is all we need to do in the front end side, right? And make sure that inside these themes you do not have no action bar set here. You have a default action bar, or in case you have no action bar, you have added a toolbar to your Android application yourself, right? You have designed it and added to the front end part. Then we are going to the adapter class, right? And I also hope that you have implemented a basic recycler view into your Android application. We are not going to implement a recycler view here. We are just going to add an search view to an existing recycler view, right? In case you do not know how to implement a recycler view, I have a video on that. You can just check out that video as well. You can click on this I button and check out that video, implement a recycler view, then continue with this video, right? So inside this class, now this class will implement filterable. So now we need to override certain methods. So alt enter, implement methods, get filter, right? We have got this method. Now one more thing we need to do is, when we are not filtering out the things, we just need one array list. But now for showing the data, to filter the data, we'll require another list. One list will contain the whole data, then we'll filter it out, and then accordingly we will populate the another array list that will show the data inside the recycler view. So let me just create another array list. So now this news array list full will contain the whole data. So here let me just put all the data inside this list inside the constructor, and now this dot news array list, now this list will contain all the data that this list has, right? but at the time of the when an object of this class is made, right? So when we get all the values inside the full list, this list will also contain all the items, but afterwards we'll manipulate the data, right? So that is all we need to do in the constructor. Now let us just come here. Okay, let us create object of filter class. Let us name as news filter, right? And let me put a semicolon here. Now this get filter will return the news filter object, right? So now inside this we will be performing the filter action, right? We'll filter the items from the full array list and add it to the second list that will show the data. Will contain another array list. I'll just explain why we are doing so. Now inside this constraints will get the text that the user has typed inside the search view. Now here we'll check if the constraint is null or it does not have anything, then we will put all the items that are there in the list to the filtered out list, right? So that is all we need to do. But else, if there are some text inside the search view, now we have set the constraint, we have converted it to a string to a lowercase and trimmed it, right? We are doing it to the lowercase so that the uppercase or lowercase doesn't matter. The user may type in the uppercase or the lowercase, right? And what this trim will do is it will erase any space before the first character and the last character, right? If any space is there. Now we'll use the for loop to loop through all the items of the news array list full, and we'll check if it contains this string right inside it. So let me just quickly do that. So here we have checked if the heading contains this particular string, then we'll add it to the filtered news list, right? That particular item. So outside this else block, we'll create object of filter results. So results dot values will set the values to the filtered news list, right? Now the count for that will be the length of this list. And will return the results here. Now inside this particular method perform filtering will filter out the things, and here we'll publish the results inside this publish results. So news array list dot clear, the very first thing we are going to do is we are going to clear the list, then news array list dot add all, we will add all the items that are there inside this results. So results dot values, and we'll typecast it to a array list, and we'll notify the adapter that the data set has been changed. So that is pretty much everything we need to do inside this adapter class. Now we'll just go to the main activity, right? So here we are going to override a method on create options menu. So get menu of inflator dot inflate, and here we'll inflate the menu resource file that we have created, so menu item, and the second argument will pass this one. So we'll refer to the search action item, right? So menu item is equal to menu dot find view by id. So make sure that you are taking this android.widget search view, right? Search view is equal to, and we'll typecast it to the search view, right? So we have set this max width so that whenever a user taps on that search icon, it will take all the space, the width inside the toolbar, right? So set query hint, so you can set whatever you want. I'll just type it search here. So whenever a user taps on that, this hint will be visible there. Now we'll set the query on this. So set on query text listener, right? So we are going to override this method on query text change. So this particular method will be called whenever a user types a new character inside the search view, right? So my adapter dot get filter dot filter, and here we'll pass this new text, right? So that is pretty much everything we need to do. Here we have called the filter, right, that we have created inside the adapter, and this particular text we have passed that the user will type in the search. And if you are following my last video, then one more thing you need to do here is you just cut this out. I'll just explain it why, and paste it here. So why are we doing so? Because if we this particular method will be called after these methods, right, where we have written this. So whenever we create an adapter object, right, this news array list will pass the empty news array list, right? So an empty news array list will be set to the full array list. Okay, let me just explain here. So whenever an object is created, right, an empty array list will be passed, then this particular array list will be set to an empty array list, right? So it will not contain any data. So whenever the application starts, a particular constructor of this class is called, then no data will be shown inside a recycler view. So that's why make sure when you populate this array list with the data, then you create a object of adapter and set it to the recycler view. So that is pretty much everything we need to do to implement this feature. So let me just quickly install this app to my cell phone and check if it is working fine or not, right? So guys, the app has been installed to my cell phone, as you can see on my mobile screen. If I just tap on the search icon and type anything, right, so this particular item has been filtered out. So let me just type, for example, if I type Australia, so Australian citizen, this particular heading has been filtered out. So I guess we have successfully implemented this feature to our Android application, and I also hope that you guys have understood the code. In case of any doubt, you can always ask me in the comment section, or you can DM me on Instagram. The Instagram username will be there on your screen right now. If you like the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. And in case you're new to this channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and press the bell notification icon for receiving notification of the upcoming videos. So that is it for today's video. See you in another video. Bye.